So, hello again, it's Monday morning still, very shortly after the previous video. What is it now? 26 minutes past, and past 7 that is in the morning, and I'm just waiting patiently for another trade. And interestingly, so I went away and made a cup of coffee. Interestingly, cables closed that gap I talked about, the H4 high there, and to that H4 high, blasted through it actually. And I think that is also a D1 high by the look of it, because it's blurred out, and that's what happens with this script. Unfortunately, it just overwrites the previous level. So I'll go down from top down, so I would have drawn a daily high on a daily high candle, or candles high rather, and then I would have put an H4 on there as well, and that's what's happened. So it's blasted through a daily high. The indicator has done its stuff again. You've got massive momentum in the market. Obviously, you can see how much more information you get from this than possibly my old diehard here. So hence, this is, in my opinion, priceless. I paid money for that, and of course I've got the indicators and a course with a mentor, but and hence I can't share it. But this thing is better. But as I've said on many of the videos now, trading using indicators has always been frowned upon by so-called professional traders. But you know, I've been in this game now 15 years, and as such, newer and cleverer people are coming into the markets all the time. It's been analysed and traded by thousands of different methods now, and I feel it is far easier now than it ever was to trade, or to learn to trade. But anyone can trade a system. It's important to mention that as well, but it is all about your own discipline and patience, not to jump in and out of trades just because you think it's going to go somewhere. Build a plan. This is my trading plan today. Took me about 10 minutes to draw all the levels on the chart, and then I know it looks a mess, but what I've got here, the reason you've got two lines here is one was drawn on the highs of candles, and one was drawn on the line charts. I really do go into that sort of detail. So the lower one here, you can clearly see, is on the line, and here. So by doing this in the morning, it really just clears my head, wakes me up, zones me in, and it works for me, and hopefully it may work for you. You got to think outside the box, do whatever it takes for your mind to get in the zone. And that's what I was about to say but didn't finish. I reckon system method is 10%, personal discipline and patience is the other 90. It's all about mind games. Overtrading will kill you. Anxiety and trying to beat fear of missing out will kill you. You just have to make a plan, trade the plan. People think, well, you can't do that trading 5-minute, 1-minute charts. Yes, you can. So don't listen to all the old maxims. Don't trade on a Friday, don't trade on a Monday, don't trade NFP week, don't do this, don't do that, do this, do that. Learn to think for yourselves and trade for yourselves, guys. So that was the plan, and if I'd taken that trade, the breakthrough of the H4 there, and I'm not a breakout trader, I would use my indicators, then there was a clear 11 pips, so about 10 pips net of spread, something like that there. It's overshot it. No idea at the moment, looking at this chart as we are, what this has hit. Could be a round number, I suppose. So I didn't check whether my sweet spot gold Indy was set up correctly once again. Oh, I did mention the currency thing. That's here, currency strength alert, sweet spot gold. Here's all the different indicators I've got on here. I do this quite regularly. Just Google them and download them most tend to be on Forex Factory actually. So you know, go there and use their search facility. FXI pivots is the pivot indicator. All averages is the moving average that changes colour from green to red or whatever colour you like when it's short or long, and so on and so forth. Sweet spot gold I was going to check, wasn't I? Yeah, it's set up wrongly. It should be 50. Sorry, 100. So it's probably hit a round number up there, something like that, and I just didn't have this set up correctly. No, it hasn't. Goodness knows what it's hit. Let's have a look on the higher time frame. Congestion area here, and what I mean is where the price is pushed up, come back down, pushed up, come back down, pushed up, come back down. So that's what I call a PPZ or a flip zone. So I've got a little script for that, and there we are, price pivot zone. So this is a very, very significant level, obviously, and you know, that's not just curve fitting the levels. That is actual experience, and I use those PPZ zones as targets. So, you know, if you're expecting it to go up to this level for whatever reason, H4 low, in fact I would expect it to go up to that level, because what I always say, when price gets broken, support gets broken, it goes up to retest it. Now, I'm not tempted to jump into this just to prove a point, excuse me, but you know, the indicator will probably do the job. In other words, if it breaks that high, then this is breaks and closes above that high, then this I would expect to go and test that level up there. And if this one turned green as well, then you've got belt and braces, and if I wasn't making a video, I would seriously consider trading that. But it's getting toppy now. This has only just changed colour, so there's no reason for it to effectively. So what this is so powerful. We've trended through the hourly 8 EMA here, low, high, high, low, high, high, and this could be called the pullback. You could go low, high, high, low, higher, high, high, low, higher, high, pullback. This is the sort of accumulation phase, swing 4 of the 5-minute trend. That and we've got the same going on here, low, high, higher, low, higher, high. Now we've only just broken that, and this is only 3 swings. So again, the accumulation phase could happen here. So you always need to be aware, and this could turn red and then green. You always need to be aware of the time of day you're trading. We've got we're only halfway through the Frankfurt session, and what that tells me is that we could easily go and test that, because at 07:34 we've got 26 minutes till 8 o'clock. They could push it up to these levels, bring in all the long trades, take out a few stops over here that might have been trading this short and want to continue trading it short, and then crash it again at the London Open. So, you know, probably this won't be uploaded until way after this move has happened. But if I do happen to upload it, I think I'm going to pause it actually, go and make a cup of coffee, and then come back and see whether it has hit those levels before the 8 AM. Supposedly FTSE open, but it's been open all night. I don't know the significance of that, but I suppose maybe, I'm thinking about it, there's probably loads and loads of orders at 8 o'clock set to be triggered or something, who knows. But they still continue to call that the open when in fact it's been open hours. So I'm going to pause this and come back with a coffee and see whether it's done what I expect it to do. Never trade what you assume, always trade the technical analysis, in my opinion. So I'm back, and as you can see, the H4 low support acting as resistance, the descending trend lines also coming into effect there with this price, and we are now at 8:23 in the morning. So pausing this video gave me time to actually go and get my dinner on the go. So nice spag bowl in the slow cooker, ready for lunch and dinner. So time management, guys, and trading, everything comes into play. Let me have a look at this. Oh, and I did actually take a trade as well, so why not? It was doing exactly as I expected it to. The indicators were telling me go, go, go. You could even have waited for the 20 line to break and still made some pips on this, but I didn't. Let's say close of that one up to the high there, 7 or 8 pips. Nice little 5 net pip 5 scalp, using the indicator on the 5-minute chart. I preferred to watch this turn green, break the 20 level and hit my trade then, based on the 1-minute chart also. So in the volatile times, the people that say, oh, indicators always lag, yeah, they are correct to an extent, and you need to be aware of that. But you know, we've got this descending trend line broke before I entered. We had a 1-minute reversal and break there, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, and it goes on to that red one's the lowest low. Once that had closed above, I was happy to consider this a valid entry, and as you can see, we'd broken the 20 line on entry as well. This was green, although that doesn't come into your analysis. So the long, you know, I'd done my analysis, I'd done my assessment of this. I'd never jump in, I'd wait for things to happen. The other thing on this 5-minute chart also is this massive, this is an engulfing candle or an outside bar, call it what you like. That is a massively bullish candle at that time of day, i.e. 8 AM, when everything's happening, the London Open. Then you have to go with your experience. I've adjusted that ascending trend line now, because at this point we had there, well, we're higher now. When I entered we weren't, but this just is a pullback to the super duper sexy hourly 8 EMA that was green. We see this happen so much on the higher time frames. You can even trade to that MA when the sort of I've not used this expression for years and years, when the rubber band is overextended, we get the pullback. So that's it, guys. 2 trades, 2 winners, dinner on the go, and haven't finished my first coffee of the morning yet. So thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.